Hello, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. How is everybody doing? It's Sunday, it's almost 7 p.m. I will get started right at 7. I hope you got your notice and thank you for being here. I am live every Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific time and every Wednesday morning at 8:30. So if this is your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. I see a few people popping on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Tell me who you are. Let me see. Do I have me backwards? Let's see. Hey, Roz. Oh, nope, I'm not backwards. I can't tell unless I see something that's written. Hello, crafty friends, Roz says. How is everybody doing this Sunday? It was a beautiful day today, not too hot. It was warm, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't the 106. Hey, Florence. Hey, Karen. Now I'm starting to see some names. Welcome on in. Love seeing you here. I hope you all had a blessed week and weekend. I certainly did. Hey, Lynn. As you know, hi, Diane. I had open house. That was a lot of fun. Hi, Roseanne. Then what did I do? Oh, my grandson Clay invited me to his work summer party. So we went there, and it was in a town that's about an hour away, 45 minutes away. And it was a bowling alley. Hi, Vera. And it was a brand new bowling alley that his company helped build. They built all the big, large beams for that. And so it was a company party, and there was bowling, and there was games and prizes and drawings and all kinds of food, lunch, everything. It was just wonderful. And it was so fun to meet all his coworkers and his supervisors and his managers, and how highly they spoke of Clay. Oh my goodness, Clay was getting a little embarrassed there, but I'm very proud of him. He's found his niche in life. He's a welder, and he welds on these great big huge beams, and he's just loving it. And then today we got to go to Lodi, and my son-in-law, I call him my son, but my son Mike was racing. He has motorcycles, and they were racing. I was nervous as heck. I prayed the whole time. I couldn't even really concentrate. I was praying that he didn't get hurt. But anyway, I haven't seen a race in years and years, so it was awesome to spend time with the kids. So now I'm back home, and we had a nice dinner, and now I'm here with all of you, and I'm so glad. It looks like everybody's popping on, so I'm gonna get started. Anxious to see, I can't read it all, but something with this set. Maybe to see what I do with this set, Bev. This set is so easy to use. It is called Spotlight on Nature, and that's exact with the dies that you can get with this set. It literally can spotlight the stamping that you do. So I love it a lot. It is on, it's not orderable right now, but I'm gonna give you the dates that you can order it. Very, very, very popular. It's one of these sets that's just extremely elegant. Hi, Jean, welcome. And so I'm excited to share it with you as well. So I'm gonna show you a couple little different techniques today. I have some fancy ribbon on my card, and I'm gonna show you how I did that. I have a little patchwork with some DSP, so I'm gonna show you how I did that. And with the patchwork I show you, you can use any designer series paper and use it as a basic card, the base for your card, the front of your card, and I'm sure whatever DSP you use, it's gonna look gorgeous. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, Roseanne Ramos. Hi, Lynn. All right, let me turn you down and turn you around this time. I gotta pay attention, get back into my groove. Oh, let's see. Wrong thing here. Okay, where did it go? I hate it when things disappear. I've got to flip you around. I'm gonna have to take you off the stand to see it. It must be My flipper has disappeared. There it is. There. Okay, now turn you around. There. Oh my goodness. Put you back on the stand. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I'm trying to go really slow. And now we're good. Missed out on anniversary by 1 day. I don't know what you mean, Diane. I guess I'll figure it out, right? Okay. So again, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I am your host. My name is Beverlee Morales, and I live in Tracy, California. Hi, Carol. If you're new with me, thank you for coming here and spending a little time with me and my friends. I have a June host code if you decide to order from me. This is the host code you can use if your order is under $150 before shipping, handling, and tax, right here. This is my website. You can shop with me 24/7 at beverleystamps.stampinup.net. I also have a YouTube channel. Do you have some buddies that don't have Facebook but would like to watch my replays? Send them to YouTube. Tell them to just pop in Beverlee Morales, Stampin' Up, and I will pop up for them. Hi, Louise. If you would like to speak with me about anything, you have questions, you just want to talk. Hi, Melody. Here's where I will see you the quickest. And it is mofun44 at iCloud.com. My second grandbaby was born on Thursday. Oh, and it missed being born on your anniversary. I think that's what you're saying, Diane. Congratulations. What a blessing. Oh, that's just so sweet. Hello, Stephanie. Okay, here's the card that somebody won from my last live. Super cute little pocket card. Opens up like this. Everybody was oohing and on over it in person at open house. So let's see who won this card. Oh, there's a typo here. It's supposed to say Claudia Stroh, but it says, it has an I where the U's supposed to be. I didn't notice it till I printed it out. But Claudia, you are the winner. You are the winner. I need your address, so please send me your address before Wednesday, and I will mail this card out to you. Okay, Spotlight on Nature. Here is the stamp set. Isn't it gorgeous? And here are the dies. Now the dies, man, oh man, even if you don't want the stamp set, but remember bundles are 10% extra. There's a 10% discount extra than the normal just 10% that's always there this month. So if you can get this whole bundle, I think you're going to love it. Look at all of these circle dies. Every one of them has a pattern on them, and they are gorgeous. I am going to use this one today on my card. It has the little lines on it, and it's the third largest down in this pack. But they're just beautiful. See how they spotlight the nature no matter what you're doing, it just spotlights it. I love this set. So does Roz. And everybody's anxious to see what is going on with me using this set. So here is the bundle number right here, 163581. And if you want that, it will be back available the week of June 24th. That's just around the corner, so just write it down, remind yourself, and then you can order that, and you'll still get the extra 10% off. Okay, let me get my basket of goodies over here. I'm going to be using the bow die. Here is its code number right here. It's a must-buy, Florence says. Absolutely, I agree. Set that down right there. Hi, Shirley. Welcome. I'm using this beautiful Designer Series paper. It's a 6x6 in color paper. Here is the code here, 163777. I am using in colors on this card today, so I wanted to play with and show you the in color papers that go with the in color inks. Look at this paper. leaves and stripes. And then this pattern here with the circles on the other side. I'm using the other one of these, so it's in my stack to use. Then look at the pretty in pink. Same designs. Here's all 4 of the designs in pretty in pink. They pretty? Yes, I got a thumbs up. Here we are in Petunia Pop. And of course, there's the coordinating ribbons. Hey, Deborah. Welcome, my dear. Look at that. And then the shamrock. They are the same patterns, just the different in colors. And then the peach pie. Aren't they fun? Aren't they bright? Some of the best patterns in this DSP. Yes, there are some of the best patterns in this DSP. Okay, so there we go. I'm also using the coordinating ribbon, Summer Splash 163786, and it's stitched. Can you see that stitching? So pretty. Okay. And then the Summer Splash ink pad, 163809, page 139. The Peach Pie, 163810, same page. And the Pretty in Pink, 163807, same page. Okay. Let me show you the card. Let's see if you like it. I think it's very, very summery, very, very soft, and a lot of fun with the detail. Here we go. I'm trying to see it on camera as you see it. Now look at this ribbon. See the 3 little waves in the ribbon, the little, oh my goodness, there was an oh my goodness face, there's hearts, there's thumbs up. Oh, I'm so glad you like it. Look at the patterns of the DSP. That's what I'm calling the patchwork. White cardstock for the spotlighting, the ink colors, and the stamps in the set, and just basic white cardstock for your card. The bow punch fancies it up a little bit. Oh, and what I left out is I used the 2022 ink color enamel dots. If you happen to have those, I want you to know that they coordinate really well with with the new ink colors. So you can't order them now, but you can order the new ink color ones. But these, if you have them, they work perfect. Okay. So I'm glad you like it. And then look around the trim here of the spotlighting. That's Winka Stella that's shimmering there. Okay, trying to stay awake. I know, Cookie, it's so late. You can watch a replay tomorrow. That's fine. All right, let's set this down over here. Let me tell you how to cut your cardstock for the patchwork. So like I said, if you have your card, let me get my card base, which is a regular 5.5 by 8.5. So 5.5 by 8.5. That's one piece of cardstock cut in half. Hi, Debbie. And you fold that in half to make your card base. Then this patchwork will work on this style of card. Okay, here we go. Burnish this one more time. So let's look. The striped, hi Anna, welcome, is 1.5 by 3. This was just my little pattern that I cut out prior to making this card, so I could make sure that I had the cardstock or the DSP cut in the right sizes. And then 3 by 2 3/4. And then 4 by 3, and it goes over the top of those two just a little bit where the ribbon is going to meet up. So if you cut whichever DSPs you want to use in those 3 sizes, you will have patchwork like this to fit on a regular card base. Okay, leave that there for a minute in case you want to take a snapshot or write it down. 1.5 by 3, 3 by 2 3/4, and 4 1/4 by 3. Okay, I'm going to put these back together here in case somebody asks me to see that again. Now, I already cut out my designer series paper, and what I did was, once I cut this one, I just flipped it over to use opposite pattern on the opposite side. Doesn't that work wonderfully? Shows you how pretty that looks together. And then this is the other designer series paper, same color, Summer Splash. And then you just lay that right on top. And we can glue these two down. Hi, Annie, but remember what we're seeing here. We're seeing some ribbon, so we do not glue anything down that has ribbon, that needs ribbon to go around it first. So let's take our Tombow glue, which is a staple. I was telling the girls at open house that I can cash and carry adhesives and our kits. And so if you're close to me and you need any adhesive or you want to purchase a kit, just get a hold of me and let me know which kit you're looking for, and if I have it, you certainly can get it here. And if you're running low on an adhesive and you need it quickly, there's nothing worse than running out of adhesive. Just call me and you can come and pick some up here. Okay, and then I'm just going to lay this one down here like this. Okay. What is on the end of this? Let me clean that off. Okay, let me lay this here again, make sure I have it going in the right direction. Okay. And then I'm going to lightly put some glue on here and get this laid down. Okay, I'm just lining up with the edges of the card base. And that's what I like about the liquid glue so much. I can move things a little bit if I need to before it dries. All right, now we're going to go to this piece, which overlaps the two other pieces a little bit. And this is where the ribbon goes. All right, let me get the ribbon and my ribbon scissors. And I like to just cut a little bit longer than the actual card so I have enough ribbon to wrap around the back. Take my mini glue dots and I'm going to put a mini glue dot on each end on the back of the ribbon. Oops, let me see here. I want the stitching to show, so I'm putting the mini glue dots on the back. And then I'll pick this up and I will hold it even with the top with my thumb and my pointer finger, not letting it go over past the DSP, and then I'll pull lightly, keep it lined up, and pinch, and it will stay in place like that. Now, we don't have to worry about this little bit of pop because we're going to cut out a circle and that will hold it down. So let me get my circle cut out so I can use that as a base for this ribbon here. Let's move this over. Get my cut and emboss machine. Now what I'm going to need is a piece of cardstock scrap, and this is cut at 3.5 by 3.5. Yes, double checking myself, that is correct. Here's my cut and emboss machine, and I have all the platforms needed in there to cut a cardstock out with a die. That is platform 1, 2, and 3. The paper, the cardstock, and the die. And then another platform number 3. And we're going to roll that through. Hi, Trina. Welcome. Okay, I will tell you that this die, this specific die, does hug the paper very tightly. So I pinch, I push with my thumbs, and I pull with my finger just to release the die gently and not ruin anything. It's not hard to get it off, but it is snug. Okay, so now that I have this piece cut out and ready for stamping, I'm going to bring my card base back, and I am going to see where I will be laying the spotlighting and where I need to place this fancy little piece of ribbon right here. You're going to need take your pick tool and your ribbon and your paper snips and some mini glue dots. So I'm going to start again with the mini glue dot at the end of the ribbon, and I'm going to place this down under where the spotlighting will end, right like that. So let's go back and see, yes, that it's in the right spot. Now I don't have to worry about it anymore, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your pick tool, and I'm going to put not the actual pick, but this little white piece right here, I'm going to put that underneath my ribbon like this and pull it tight like that. And then I'm going to, do you remember how I tell you I use 2 take your pick tools all the time? I'm going to take my other one and I'm going to place a mini glue dot right there and set it down and then pull this away. And I have my little arch there in my ribbon. Let's do that again. We're going to use the white part of the take your pick tool. We're going to see where we need another mini glue dot. Place it down. Whoops, I pulled that out too soon. And then I'm going to press again. Okay, now I can pull this out. See how that works? Isn't that cute? Do you guys like this idea? It's going to help you get everything the same height and even. Okay, one more mini glue dot. And let's pull it tight. Clever, Roz says. So clever, Diane says. Well, good, I'm glad. And then all you have to do is take your snips and cut that even with the designer series paper. And you want your ribbon snips. Okay, let me push down on those mini glue dots so my little arches stay nice and in place. I just think this little gathering is so adorable. Okay, now we can take our glue and put it on the back of this designer series paper and set it down on the card base. Now again, I'm going to mention that I overlapped the bottom piece over the 2 top pieces. And I've got this glue so I can move it around, slide it around. And then I'm not going to worry about this little pucker, because, or not pucker, but it's loose, but I'm not going to worry about it because we're going to set this down and it's going to be fine. Now I measured, now, oops, let me turn that around the right way. Now I'm seeing that I went a little bit too close. So I'm gonna pull this mini glue dot up and fix it. There we go. All right, you love it, Bev Stokes, awesome. Okay, let's stamp. I am going to take the stamps in this bundle and the in colors that I mentioned. That's really neat. Love it. You are so clever. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Okay, so this is Peach Pie ink pad and the large flower in the stamp set. I'm going to just ink this up. Tap, tap, tap. Then I'm going to turn it over and stamp partially with this flower onto the spotlight. Love, love, love the technique. Yay! Oh, that makes me happy. So we've got the quilting technique and the ribbon technique. Look how pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I was so thrilled with it. Then we're going to take the little butterfly, also in the same set, and the pretty in pink stamp pad. And we're going to tap, tap, tap. Notice how I have my pointer finger on the stamp and my middle finger and my thumb on the ergonomically correct indentations on the stamp blocks, and I'm tapping. The reason I have my pointer finger on the stamp itself is I'm getting pressure there to make sure that my stamp is getting inked up correctly. Now you can place this butterfly whatever direction you want them to go. Hi, Linda. Glad you're here. Look how gorgeous. My word. And then we're going to go to Summer Splash, which is the designer series paper and the ribbon color as well. And we're going to go to the little tiny beautiful font, Thanks. Okay, I tapped a little too hard and I see that I got extra ink on the rubber. With rubber stamps, you do need to be careful of that. It's easy to do. So I'm going to clean that off because I don't want to get a halo on my spotlight. Now I'm going to go light tapping. This is a nice, tiny, thin font. I'm going to stamp it on my scrap to see that it's perfect. I'm going to be very dainty and light with this again. Check that I did not get any excess around the rubber. And then I'm going to stamp Thanks. And it goes right over the peach pie and works perfectly. Is that pretty? Okay. Now we need some dimensionals. And we're going to turn over the spotlight, the focal point. And I'm going to place 5 dimensionals, 1 in the middle. And the paper is slightly pulled off already, the protective layer piece of paper. So I'm going to get my silicone mat again because I don't want it to stick to my grid paper. And I'm going to lay it down. Love the color applied by rather than having to color in with blends. Yes, much easier, much faster. Depends what you want to do. Now I want a lot of glimmer around the base there. So on your Wink Estella, there's the little word push there and push there. I'm actually going to push and hope to get a little puddle out. Okay, and then when I get this puddle, I'm going to grab from that puddle and I'm going to color the design on the spotlight circle. And it gives me a lot more Stella than if I just brushed normally. Stella is pretty subtle. Unless you do this, then you get a lot more shimmer. But when you do push, where it says push, that's to re-ink the brush with the Stella. Do it on your silicone mat. Don't do it right on the project that you want to color with Stella, because when it plops out, you're going to have a little puddle there. And I don't think that's what you want on your project. Hi, Lori, welcome. All right, so now that's all painted and very shimmery in person. I don't know if the camera's picking it up as much as it does show. All right, put my Wink of Stella back. Now I'm comfortable turning this over and pulling off the paper protective backings off the dimensionals. To my card, bring this around. The Wink of Stella is moist, so if you touch it, it will get on your fingers, so be careful. Have something next to you where you can clean your hands. I've got a little baby wipe right here, so I'll clean my fingers. And look how pretty this card is becoming. Now the bow punch finishes it off. I took some more of the same Designer Series paper and I punched out 2 images, the 2 images that are on the punch. I did that twice. And then I only used the large green, but it punches out both. So you'll have this extra. Unless you want to add it, you can. And then I want to show you how I attach this to these little waves. You're going to need some more mini glue dots. So let's move the cards and get our mini glue dots opened up here. And I'm just going to set the stem on the end of a glue dot, just like that. And I'm going to do that to all of the pink, and well, I'm going to do that to all of them that I'm going to use. Just have them ready for yourself. Now remember, the mini glue dots are bigger than this little skinny stem. So once you pull it off, you can roll the mini glue dots to make them smaller. Okay, so here we go. They're all ready for us. They're going to have a sticky end. Let's come here and let's take the first one off. Hi, Margot. Hi, Marcia. And we're going to roll this under. So it's mostly under that stem, and I'm going to stick it right into the first loop, and I'm going to go back to my Take Your Pick tool and I'm going to press that down. Okay, then I'm going to take the other large one. Same thing, the mini glue dot is a lot wider than this little skinny stem. So I'm just going to stick it right in this loop as well and push, thanks Louise, with my Take Your Pick tool. Doesn't that make a difference to have that flowy popping up bow just there for you? So now the reason I used the Pretty in Pink is because I wanted, if I just use the Summer Splash again on the Summer Splash background, it kind of is, you know, not that visible. So I put the pink down first so it separates the two Summer Splashes colors. Very sweet card, Lynn says. Thank you, Lynn. So I'm just doing the same thing on the big ones, sticking the stem down there and pressing with my Take Your Pick tool. All right, now the little pink ones, they are doing the same thing. They're separating the green. The Summer Splash is not green, it's a bluish color. And showing up nicely because it's layered on top. Thanks, Roseanne. Let's get that in there and push it down. Okay, now if you take some little dots, whichever ones will match, you look in your stash and you have some. If you don't have the new in color ones, you can get those now. Just play with that, get it how you want it to lay. And then I'm going to take this greenish color and the putty end of my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to put one there. And then I'm going to grab another one and put one there. And one more. Remember, we work in odd numbers most of the time. Okay. And then you have your sweet card. I'm seeing where I have a little bit of a run right there on the ribbon, so I want to cut that and make it nice and even. Now, I'm going to go to my box where I have my 4 by 5 1/4 layer pieces cut. And again, I'm not going to stamp the inside with any words. This was a thank you card though, so let's look and see what's possible with this set. Oh, okay, I can stamp the inside. Thanks, dear friend. Isn't that nice? Okay, so I didn't stamp the prototype, so let's do that. Now I use the Summer Splash, so I'm going to continue on using the Summer Splash. Tap, tap, tap lightly. Remember that this font is dainty. Hi, Debbie. So let's just stamp dear friend right there. Do you not love that? Okay. And then let's go to the big leaves in the set. I'm just stamping off the cuff now. I didn't plan this at all. This stamp is large enough where I feel comfortable tapping it in this direction. And let's see what this looks like here. Love those colors so much. Aren't they beautiful, Diane? Okay, this is the first time I use this stamp, so I want to make sure it stamps nicely. It does. Now, if it didn't stamp nicely, what would I do? I would take a wet washcloth, maybe warm water, and I would run it across the stamp. There might be residue from when the stamp was created, when it was made from the process, and that if it didn't stamp perfectly, that might be the reason. So you just wipe it clean, dry it off, and then you will have a good image after that. Now there's some cute little stamps in here. We might as well play with them all, right? Let me get them on a block since I didn't plan to do this. And let's just see what they look like. I think I'll change up the color though. Go to pretty in pink and let's see what happens. I love this scratchy stamp here. Oh yeah, I love that. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I did. I stamped too fast. I've always taught you, I was excited, and not to just do this like I just did. So that time it came out okay, but on the card it didn't. So you want to stamp and hold it there and then lift so you make sure you have a perfect image every time. But see, I didn't get the whole thing. So let's take the little splatters and fix it. Oh yeah, that does it. Never know. Let's make it coordinate so nobody ever knows we had a boo-boo. Gorgeous. Mistake and all. We've got these little guys. If you wanted to add them, you could, for no waste whatsoever. I'm not going to add them tonight. I would add them with the Tombow glue though, very, very lightly. You don't want to add them with a mini glue dot because remember they're bigger than the stem, and if you have excess showing, it's going to make your card stick together. So let's get our silicone mat, turn this over, go back to our Tombow glue. I know, Vera, the pink, pretty in pink was a color we had years ago, and then they retired it, but it's so popular and so pretty, they brought it back this year. So it'll be here for the next 2 years, and everybody's really happy about that. All right, let's just set this 4 by 5 1/4 layer piece of white into our card base. Close it up, turn it over, rub lightly, and there we go. A beautiful thank you summary card, all done very simply using the Spotlight in Nature bundle. Now I had a customer ask me, Pamela asked me, if I could give you a list either at the beginning or the end of my lives with the main products that I use during the live. So here we go. Spotlight on Nature bundle. There is the code number. You can snapshot this, write it down, whatever you want to do, but it's not available till the week of June 24th. The week of June, on the 24th, I would go right to the website and order it because it went so fast the first time that you don't want to miss out on it the second time. The Designer Series in color, 6 by 6. Here is the item code number, available the week of July 1st. Thanks, Bev. Summer Splash Ribbon, 163786. Peach Pie Ink Pad, available June 17th. See how fast they went? So when June 17th comes around, might want to place an order for that. The Shamrock is back. It says June 3rd, unless I made a mistake. Oh no, that's a typo. June, it's supposed to say June 24th. So Shy Shamrock is back June 24th. The Bow Punch is available. And I wanted to just let you know that the In Color family pack of stamp pads, here is the number, available June 24th. So to me, it looks like June 24th is pretty much the time you want to go and place the larger order if you want all these things. Here is Wink Estella's item number. And so I hope this is helpful for you, and thank you, Pamela, for suggesting it. I will try to do it as much as I can for you. And I was able to get that done for this live, so I hope that makes everybody happy. All right, here are the cards. Any questions? Pretty in Pink has always been a favorite of mine. Stephanie, yes. All right. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you. We'll see you Wednesday. Bye-bye.